broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome in, one and all. Thanks so much for being here with us for CSGO. We have a big one tonight. We're going up against Nichols University. So that is going to be a good matchup based on everything that we have seen on them so far. And we're going to be trying some things that are a little bit different. So bear with us as we're trying to get a better format together. You may see that we've got new scoreboards. You may notice that we're doing things in slightly different ways. We assure you that it is all for your benefit. It's going to make for a much more enjoyable process, and we'll actually be able to give better commentary and take a better look at it. So thank you so much for being here with us. I'm head coach Caleb Colquitt, and very excited about seeing what the team's going to be able to do tonight. They've been working really hard, been coming up with some new strategies, which should prove very interesting to see how those are implemented. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and introduce our players. So we'll go ahead and bring that up right now. You'll see over here, we've got the first set of players. We got Joonimbus over there on the far left. That is going to be Andrew Grete, and you can see he's very intently looking at a screen right now, probably trying to get Faceit to work. Honestly, that's probably the most likely explanation for what's going on there. And then next to him, we've got the captain, CornPop. That's Cole Armstrong. So he's going to be getting us ready. He's talking with the other team, making sure that everything is set up correctly and making sure that we have a game that's ready to play. So we've got them working on that right now. And then over there to his far right, that's going to be FolkHydra, Will Howard. So he is, of course, ready to roll as well. So let's go ahead and look at the other side. You'll see over there we have on the far left, that's SuperDish, Brandon Dishmon. And then in the middle, that's RapterKlaw, that'd be Ethan. As you saw, he was just waving, and I don't know what Brandon's doing over there in the corner, but an interesting look, to say the least. Brandon doing the wave, so I don't know how long he's going to do that, but all right. But yeah, so the guys are having a good time. You can tell that they're feeling good. They're revved up. They're ready to roll. And we are ready to roll here as well, here in Regitar USA High-Res Arena. So we're going to be very much looking forward to how they handle this and look forward to the new tech that we've got set up. Hopefully that makes for a very interesting viewing experience, and we will try to get underway here in just a minute. Looking forward to how everything shakes out here. And of course, we appreciate you liking, commenting, subscribing on all of the stuff that we do. We appreciate it. It helps us in the algorithms. It helps us further the knowledge and the awareness of Faulkner esports and everything else that goes on here at Faulkner University. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you tuning in and watching us. And as always, we just want to extend our thanks to the audience for that. Now, this is a team that has struggled to get going, and it's really not a surprise. Of all the games that we play, when you're ranking them in terms of difficulty, CSGO is definitely the most difficult out of all the different games that we play. And I say that as somebody that primarily plays Smash Bros. And there is a high skill ceiling for Smash Bros. But CSGO is really almost in a league of its own. I mean, it is just such a difficult game to be good at. And it takes so many hundreds, thousands of hours, really, to be really good at this game. And the guys have been, a lot of them are just recently introduced to this game. They have just started on it, and every single one of them, without exception, plays on another team other than CSGO. And they're still doing overtime, trying to get more acclimated to the game, trying to get their hours up, trying to get more used to all the little nuances of the map and everything. And they've come a very long way in a short amount of time. And hopefully we're going to be able to see a team here that is able to continue with that tradition and continue to keep pace with what they've been doing so far. And they just continue to get better and better and better. And we've seen that having a lot of problems in the first few games to where they still have had some issues going forward, but they have improved to the point to where they can actually be competitive with some of the tougher teams in the league that they're competing in right now. Of course, this is a production of Faulkner Sports Network, and the league that we participate in is the National Association of Collegiate Esports. So we're in there with a whole lot of teams. This is the largest collegiate esport league in the world, and we're very proud to be a part of them. They've been a great partner for us, and that's the league that we compete in all of the games that we play in. So we're very much looking forward to seeing how all of this shakes out. So it looks like they're going to get their lobby ready here in just a second. And we are just waiting here. Sorry, I'm kind of pulling double duty. You can tell I'm doing production and commentary tonight. But I tell you what, while we're waiting, why don't we go ahead and give you a rundown of some of the things that are coming up, because we have several events that we're going to be doing here soon. First of all, our next broadcast after this one is over is going to be Rocket League. Oh, no, wait, I take that back. Actually, Rocket League is off for President's Day. I forgot about that. I'm used to Rocket League being on Mondays, which normally it is, of course. But they decided to take President's Day off. Totally understandable. So Rocket League actually will not be playing on Monday because of that. Then we have Smash Bros on Thursday. So yeah, Smash Bros is going to be on Thursday at 6 p.m. And we also have another CSGO game on Friday. And we have Overwatch is going to be playing on Tuesday, February 21st. And that's going to be against NYU. So that's pretty cool. A big name school, much larger than Faulkner, is going to be playing us in Overwatch. And it'll be fun to see how these guys do and how the Overwatch team reacts. I know out of all the teams that we have here, I would say that Overwatch is the one that puts in the most hours. They are constantly here in the arena. They're always practicing. They were actually practicing right before we had to run everybody out to go ahead and run the game tonight. So those guys, I mean, they have just a fantastic work ethic, and they are getting better every day. And this CSGO team is not able to put in quite as many hours because, like I said, all of the players here are also on other teams. But they're really working hard to get good at this game, and you can tell that it is starting to bear fruit and pay off. And I think they're going to have a better chance against this Nichols team than they have had in the past couple of games, because it has been against teams that, generally speaking, have been more skilled. So this team, not to cast any shade at Nichols, it's just that they're a new team, just like us. And so because of that, they're having some growing pains too. And so we'll see how well we do against them tonight. Hopefully we're able to execute and do everything that we need to do and do it well. It looks like I may be getting, it looks like I've got the IP in, so why don't you bear with me while I get all that set up. And I tell you what, while I do that, because I hate to do this, but I'm kind of running two things at the same time. So why don't we go ahead and take a quick break, and we're just going to have a word from our College of Business, and we will be back in just a second after we've got that set up. So we will be back in just like 1 or 2 minutes. We'll see how long this goes, but shouldn't take us long to get set up at all. And when we get back, we will have some CSGO for you, so stay tuned.
Preparing leaders for the River region and beyond, Faulkner University's Harris College of Business is distinctively different, focusing on ethics and character development in the classroom and building ethical foundations with our new Ethics Institute. Living the mission of Faulkner University to glorify God through education of the whole person, emphasizing integrity of character in a caring Christian environment where every individual matters every day.
As a student at the Harris College of Business, I saw firsthand the mission of Faulkner University. My professors there not only taught me, but they also mentored me. They encouraged me. They cared for me. They instilled character and integrity into me. I mattered every day. That mission hasn't changed. Harris College of Business continues to provide its students with the tools they need to succeed in today's business world.
Training tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field, men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, you'll find your calling, all in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
Hello? Okay, there it goes. Sorry, not sure what happened there. We're trying to get some things fixed here. So just bear with me and we will be up and ready to go in just a moment. So we're going to just play one more promo for you and we'll be back in a second.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs
in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
It's a great time to be a computer scientist. Everyone is walking around with a computer in their pocket in the form of a smartphone, and it takes software developers to make those things work.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience within my field, and also they're just giving me a wide variety of options of things that I might want to pursue in the future.
In the state of Alabama alone, there are over 4,000 tech-related jobs available. And the preparation that you receive at Faulkner University will allow you to go to work almost anywhere as a software developer. It's a great time to be a Faulkner Eagle, and it's a great time to be a computer scientist. I hope you'll come and join us.
Bless the corners of this house and be the lintel blessed. Bless the hearth and every board and each place of rest, and every door that opens wide to stranger as to kin, and every crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. At home, I'm going home for solace and safety, home where the world will not break me, home. Never forsake me, take me home.
Are we there? Oh, okay. And welcome back. Thanks so much for being with us here. And sorry about the technical difficulties. Like I said, we're trying a new system, but it looks like we are already underway. And yeah, okay, we can go ahead and start now. So let's go ahead and jump right in. There we go. Alright, and it looks like we're in. Sorry about that. So CornPop in real danger here. And so far, it has been all Nichols. Faulkner team really struggling to get their feet up under them. Nice shot. And we're down to a 4v4 and a 3v3. So far a lot of trading here. The team's being fairly even. Oh man. Now it's just FolkHydra who's at very low health and is killed right there in front of tunnel. Now, Inferno is one of the very few maps that tends to favor terrorists, but unfortunately that has not been the way that this round has gone. Beta throws, I believe that was smoke. And they're going to fight for some B control here on that long lane. So it looks like Faulkner is trying to go B. Yeah, they're definitely gonna go all on B. Oh. And with the op, getting a couple of quick kills there. Very challenging to come back from that. So Faulkner looking like they're going to plan a rush A. But they've got 3 on A already, so this might not end so well. Oh, but taking a couple of Faulkner's best players, CornPop now down to low health. And just getting destroyed. With that op in mid, there's just not much you can do about that. So Nichols putting up more of a challenge than, honestly, I was anticipating. They've been extremely dominant this entire game so far. And the Faulkner team looking like they're going to try a B. Gonna go up lane. So just firing through smoke, creating some cover fire. Wow. The Nichols team getting 2, almost 3 kills with their op while being smoked. That, I don't know if that's luck or what, but I honestly couldn't see what was going on because he was in smoke. Alright, so Faulkner looking like they're going to spread out a little bit more. They're going to take bomb up mid. I think because they figured out that with that op, those long corridors are just not doing them any favors. So they've taken down FolkHydra. Oh, but a quick Faulkner kill, and they wind up trading. Oh, and I also should note, and I'm not sure exactly why, but it looks as though that Faulkner has actually changed some of their screen names. So SuperDish, FolkHydra, and CornPop are the same as they've always been, but it looks like Joonimbus has switched his name to Blackbird, which is pretty cool. And Ethan is Anchor instead of RapterKlaw. Very clean kill there. Faulkner taking down several of them mid lane, but they understood that they had inferior numbers and did not need to stick around for that fight, so they try to sweep across the backside of B and basically return to almost all the way back to spawn. They're gonna have to do something here. But I think what happened is you're seeing a little bit of a snowball effect, because with those up, and he gets another kill right there and winds up taking out Blackbird. Yeah, so you can see that the money difference is pretty drastic. And Faulkner has not been able to utilize their throwables and utility generally as well as the other team has, and it's been an issue for them. If they could just win around here, that would clean out the economy, or at least bring the economy down to pretty close to even, that would do wonders for them, but they haven't been able to do that. Trying to shoot through wall, get somebody that way. All things considered, not a bad strategy. Just up to Dish and Hydra now. Now just down to Hydra. And they've got bombs, so all they have to really do is sit on it. FolkHydra are probably just going to be playing the survival game at this point, just trying to avoid getting hit. Alright, so CornPop charging up. Gonna go mid. And the rest of them gonna circle around, gonna try to get through apartment. But they kind of got them right there, and bomb has been dropped with only Blackbird left, which, okay, he did pick up bomb. All right, and gets a kill. Come on, Blackbird. Keep hope alive. Don't stop believing. Full on journey. And gets planted. Now, gets killed almost immediately after, and that was probably just going to happen because of the superior numbers. There was not a whole lot you can do against 3, especially when they know exactly when you are. But the fact that he actually got it planted is going to help them in the economy. So it's a small victory. Obviously, the round winds up getting lost. But I think that's the first time they planted, at least in the rounds that we've seen, because you may remember we had to join a little bit afterward. We were having some technical issues. So, of the rounds we've seen, I believe that's the first one where bomb has been planted. Alright, and Faulkner gets a kill here. Gets Bell down to only 15 HP. They know where they are. They know where to fire. I don't know. I wouldn't stick around there in the bottom. I would use that as a way to escape, but the CT's taking a kill there. Smoke was a very effective deterrent, able to sort of force them to go somewhere else. And CornPop on his last leg just kind of gets hit there, and it didn't matter where he was getting hit. He didn't have enough HP to survive. That's the second round that Blackbird took bomb and just went for broke and somehow wound up surviving long enough to get on site. Now, that time he didn't get the plant. But Blackbird being very sneaky and trying to just get on site as quick as he can. Admirable effort by him. And even though Faulkner is still getting outmatched and still losing on a couple of the matches, what we are seeing here is a little glimmer of hope. They're starting to figure out their patterns. They trade with a kill there. All right, CornPop gets a second kill. Down to half HP, but still going strong. Oh, and gets a great angle there for the Nichols team, but now it's a 2v2. Now, the CTs do have more HP. Oh, and an unfortunate thrown molly there actually winds up creating a problem for them, but winds up getting the kill anyway when he peeks. So now it's up to CornPop. CornPop gets one. Got to get one more. Come on, CornPop. Yes! Terrorist win. CornPop with the clutch kill. So Faulkner are coming off of its first round victory. I'm telling you, they're starting to figure stuff out. We could see a whole new ball game here pretty quickly. Alright, so they get on site, planting bomb now, and they plant in a position of trying to bait and win that first round. So now we are in match point. So they win the pistol round as the terrorists. Nichols ahead 15-1. It is unfortunate, though, that right around the time Faulkner started to figure out their game plan, they switched sides, which meant that they have to play completely differently. But that's, you know, part of just the learning experience is you have to be able to figure out those patterns and figure out that game plan a lot faster than they did. And because they didn't, they did not get to benefit from their experience as much as they would have liked. All right, so a trade there, 1 for 1. Going to defend B again, a one-to-one trade. So now the question is, can Faulkner zip on over to B in time? It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. With taking out Blackbird, they're now playing behind the chains, as it were, to use a football analogy. Just a bad exchange there. Now it's down to a 2v2, but bomb is pretty close to going off. They've got to do something here. The CT's really getting pushed off. Yeah, and that's going to be it. Terrorists are going to win that one. That's going to be game. Man. Sad that right around the time things started to look like Faulkner was showing a little bit of life, they wound up switching. And that's what you wound up getting. So that means in this best of 3 round, Nichols University does take the first round. The Buffaloes are ahead of the Eagles 1-0. But you get a new round, a new map, and then it's a whole new ball game. So they might be doing some adjusting. It looked like player Bell had left the game, so maybe what's happening is on the Nichols team, they're trading out, taking one of their guys off the bench, because you, I believe, are allowed to do substitutions between rounds. Now, Faulkner has never done that, so I haven't looked into the rules on that, but I believe this team is switching out for a different player. And it looks like we're going to be on Mirage, which I know that the game has not gone Faulkner's way so far, but if they could pick any 2 maps to be on, it would definitely be Inferno and Mirage. Dust is another one that they do all right on, but Inferno and Mirage are probably the 2 maps that they like the most. So hopefully with Mirage, they'll be able to do something here. We are going to be waiting here for a minute while they do the warm-up, so we're just going to kind of hang out here, chill, wait for the game to start. It'll be interesting to see who's going to be on what side. In fact, I may be able to go ahead and tell you that right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and switch here. Faulkner starting on the counter-terrorist side this time. Of course, this is just a warm-up. So they may actually switch between now and the actual game starting. I'm really not sure, but normally when they start out warming up on one side, that's the side they wind up on in the game. And it looks like we're about to start here. Going for the pistol round. And it looked like what I said turned out to be true. Yeah, Faulkner going to be starting as the counter-terrorist. Alright, so the knife round is decided. So this is going to be the first official round. That was a giveaway round. Faulkner going to be the CTs this time. And Faulkner on this map tends to do better defending B than defending A. Just in my experience when they're running as the CTs. They seem to have a little more trouble with A, and unfortunately, as I say that, kind of being put on display, having a little trouble on A to start out with, and now Anchor and SuperDish having to scurry trying to make some noise. And they do get a quick kill right as bomb is being planted, and it's down to a 2v3, so... Oh, and gets a quick kill there, and the terrorists are victorious. Nichols takes round 1. Ooh. Not a great round for the Eagles. Now it's just up to SuperDish in a 1v5. Not much he can do there. We're underway. Looks like Nichols is going to rush A. So they're going to Molly Arch and Smoke Palace. And Faulkner getting a couple of quick kills here. But Bell just reduces their number. Now SuperDish alone is left. Ah! Peaked at the wrong time. He was already set. Gets bomb planted, so gets the bonus for that. Not looking good. They're going to smoke right in front of Sniper's Nest. Wow, a 3-kill streak right there for Calf. Just went on a tear there. Faulkner gonna have to make some noise here to make a comeback. And at this point, they're also at a pretty severe economy disadvantage. Good gracious. I think that was 4? No, 3. And then a headshot. Yeah, difficult to do much when you've got overwhelming numbers like that. And take the first kill there. Faulkner very quickly down into a 4v1. Alright, gets one kill off of the flashbang. Oh, gets... Actually had Bell in a bad position. FolkHydra probably would have won that matchup if he hadn't been pincered from the side there. Just got outflanked. That's another thing, too. Faulkner with a numbers disadvantage in so many of these rounds just makes it hard to come back from. They've done a lot of trading. Ah, that just make you feel bad. Get got with a Zeus. And see, and that's again the situation that they find themselves in. Again, if they just get a couple of quick, aggressive kills, there's just not much you can do against that when you're in a 2v5 or a 3v5. It's just you're playing from too far behind. So they are going to plant bomb, anchor on his last leg here, and gets a knife kill. And Bulldog gets another kill for an elimination. Alright, throws Molly in Sniper's Nest. You know, they're guarding Sniper's Nest, and that can be where actually the Faulkner team might be able to take an advantage, because they're not using Sniper's Nest because they don't have... Wow. They don't have the op to be able to utilize Sniper's Nest. So the fact that they're using it and wasting time maybe is something that Faulkner could pick up on and exploit. Hard to say at this point. Alright, so it looks like they're going to try to run through kitchen maybe here. Yeah, that's what they're going to try to do. And it looks like Faulkner's going to be overwhelmed here. So now they're in a firefight down the hall through Market. Faulkner's going to have to push here soon. Ah, he knew he was hiding there somewhere. Oh, and gets 2 kills. Go, CornPop, go! Ah, gets hit from the side there. Ooh, CornPop with a Herculean effort, but not able to close the deal. I'm wondering why Joonimbus' name has changed yet again. Now it says he's Cyclone. And Blackbird is actually on the other side. That's bizarre. I don't know what's going on there. Is that maybe a title or something? Alright, so very quickly, Faulkner takes a number of advantages, taking down Beta. And Cyclone camping here, gets the kill out of Palace. Oh, but as he reloads, gets killed for his trouble, and they are on site and able to plant. Now it's back down to a 3v3. Faulkner loses its numbers advantage. Wow. What a match. And obviously it wound up just not working because of some unfortunate luck and having to reload right then, but props to Joonimbus for playing his heart out in that round and getting a couple of excellent plays. Oh, and take one down in Sniper's Nest. But Faulkner getting a quick kill to trade off in A. And we're down to a 3v3. Oh, and a 2v3 and a 2v2. Only CornPop is left. I've seen CornPop get double kills before. Can he do it here? Nope. Tries to slip through. Gets caught on the side. Just had a bad angle on him there. So Faulkner going to put 3 on A, and it looks like they are going A. Very quickly, Will is taken down. Again, Faulkner at a numbers disadvantage. Only SuperDish remains. And gets one. Takes down Blackbird. Bulldog gonna walk through some fire there. And is able to shoot him through wall. Which is not suboptimal. That's the word I'll use. Suboptimal. Alright, so this is gonna be looking like a bye round for the Eagles. Gonna throw an incendiary grenade, try to lay down some cover on A, and adopting kind of a spread strategy here. The Bison team trying to go for both, but it looks like they're going to try to plant on B. Bomb has been planted. So now it all comes down to Joonimbus. What was that? And very quickly gets a kill. Trying to get SuperDish through connector there. And eventually they do. Faulkner is a team that tends to favor CT, and on a map that tends to also favor CT. This they're definitely playing behind the 8 ball. And very quickly takes out Joonimbus. Tries to get a shot there with the op, misses. Switches to pistol. Come on, Faulkner. The Blackbird plants. Is Faulkner going to be able to fish him out? They better do something quick. All right, they get one. Come on, guys. Time's running out. Yeah, they can't win this one. Wow. So, Bison's taking all 15 of the first half. As they switch sides here. Interesting choice. SuperDish going with twin Berettas. And fortunately, Faulkner gets shut out here, 0-16, and having a really hard time on Mirage. And the Eagles just not able to pull out a win here tonight. That's going to be game. So we'll go ahead and bring it back here. And thank you so much for being with us here this evening. Unfortunately, that is going to be a final score of Faulkner nothing and Nichols 2. So the Eagles just having a really rough night here, not able to make much of a splash, but you know, definitely a learning opportunity. Sometimes you win a lot more, or you learn a lot more from your losses than you do your wins. That happens, and you know, obviously you'd rather win, but you do tend to learn more from your losses, and hopefully that's something that the Eagles will be able to do here tonight. I'm really hoping that they can take some pointers from some of the things that they did and learn some of the strategies that they were using on both maps. I am surprised though. I thought, maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought Nichols was a fairly new team since we've not seen them before. But either way, just want to make you aware of a few things. Remember that on Monday we will not be doing a broadcast. Rocket League is typically on Monday. It will not be on Monday this week because of President's Day. So what NACE did was the league decided it was better to go ahead and have that particular event. They're going to be doubling up on another night, so we'll have a double header a few Mondays from now, but there will be no game on Monday. Then, of course, on Tuesday, February the 21st, you've got NYU for Overwatch. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Then we've got a Smash Bros. Game on Thursday at 6 p.m., and we will have another CSGO match here. Once again, same bat time, same bat channel on Friday. Be sure to check us out on all of our social media, like and subscribe. That helps support the program, and we appreciate you supporting us here this evening. Thanks to everybody that was participating in the broadcast tonight. Thank you to our fantastic players that really did the best that they could, but just were not able to seal the deal tonight. We appreciate them and commend them for that as well. So once again, for the last time this evening, our final score, Nichols 2, Faulkner 0. The Eagles just not really able to put anything together. That's going to be it for this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back here again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Until then, stay the course, friends.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner Esports program, visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events. Thank you for watching, and soar Eagles!